Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my weekly love spread for all of my Gemini out there for the week of September 23rd into the 27th. So let's get at it. All right. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. What kind of love or energy is coming towards my Geminis during the week of September 23rd to the 27th? What kind of love or energy is coming towards my Geminis? Cards I need to see. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. So there's an opportunity here for a renewal, a rehope, a rebirth. So a reconnection, if you will, something new, a rebirth. Okay, so the beginning of something here, starting from scratch, if you will. This is a situation in which you're really being called to use your intuition here, the High Priestess energy here. You're really being called to use your intuition here. There's a sense here is that this is a union, if you will, that you had with someone at one time. There was like a connection here with this person, but things kind of got blown apart here. Tower moment. There was a tower moment here, so things kind of got blown apart here, if you will. And so with that situation, that situation causing things to kind of disintegrate, you know, there was an opportunity here because sometimes things need to blow apart to really come back together. So this is a person that you once went out on a couple of dates with. I feel like this isn't someone that's completely new. This is not maybe wouldn't be considered an ex per se, but this is definitely someone that you've gone out with a few times, and things kind of blew up, if you will. But things are beginning to kind of come back together, if you will, with this individual here. We got a Knight of Wands represent a great deal of passion. So there was just basically just like a disagreement, or maybe an action or two that kind of made things fall apart, but there was still a great amount of passion and attraction that's still there. Now, with that being the case, that's beginning to come around again, if you will, with this individual here. A great deal of passion and sexual attraction for this individual here. He also got the Sun card, representing a sense of being truly happy and truly fulfilled, if you will. Okay. Also, there's this aspect of temperance, balance here, moderation. So there's, before also what I feel as though may have caused things to kind of fall apart is that, it was kind of really lopsided. That you were putting a whole lot in and really weren't, the other individual was there weren't equal parts. Okay, so you were putting far more in than they were putting in. So that was the imbalance there. And finally, here we have the Fool card. So at this point, it looks like kind of willing to kind of take a chance again to see if there's really some chemistry there between you and this individual. So the second time around seems to be the theme of this situation here. So let us see again. This is not an ex situation. This is an individual where there was some chemistry, there was the potential, but things kind of fell apart. But things are kind of culminating back around again. And this time, you're starting from a healthier, more balanced place. So with that being said, let's see what are the overall potential strengths of this potential relationship here. What are the overall potential strengths of this potential relationship? What are the overall potential strengths of this potential relationship? Show me the card I need to see. Show me cards that I need to see. One more. There you go. That feels good. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the overall potential strengths of the relationship is that, okay, we have a situation here where you're just kind of waiting to see what kind of things come over the horizon, if you will. So you're kind of waiting to kind of see what kind of things come over the horizon. So there's an opportunity for some great things. At this point, you're willing to kind of put the time in to kind of wait and see what comes over. All right. Now, the reason why you're going to do that because the Lovers card here. Now this is a twin. There's a potential. So we want to stress that potential twin flame connection here with this individual. Twin flame being the other half of a soul. Okay, soulmate. You have plenty of soulmates. Okay, you have more than quite a few actually. Twin flame, some a little bit different. You know, a little bit more specific. Okay, so there's a potential here for a twin flame connection with this individual. That's why this stuff is coming back around again, if you will. Now, key point here is communication. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles represents an aspect of communication here, where Page of Pentacles are very, very careful with how they communicate, how they articulate themselves, even how they come off. So it's all about communication. It's about body language, nonverbal cues, that sort of thing. So that's what's really beginning to happen here with this situation here. It's kind of like a feeling out process, okay? Now, there's definitely still going to be a choice here with the Two of Swords here. So there's definitely a fork in the road. You can either go this way or that way. So, you know, there's not going to be a third shot at this. It's either going to work this time or it's done. Either it's going, you know, that's what I'm pretty much seeing and feeling here with the situation. So there will not be a third situation here. So it's either bang or bust this time. All right. Now, with that being said, we have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands represents a situation in which there's a potential for a long-term committed relationship built on something solid. That's the real key difference here. Is before, you know, there was some stuff there. There was definitely some chemistry there, but you know, once you kind of got there was too much minutia to go through. Now that's all worn away, and this is just bare bones. It's you and them, you know, and this mano y mano, and this it's either going to work this time or it's not, and so all of that other stuff has been worn away. So again, you're trying to build something from scratch on a solid foundation. Now, with that being the case here, we had the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is just kind of waiting. Again, a lot like the Three of Wands, waiting to see what's going to come over the hill, if you will. Seven of Pentacles, you got a lot of opportunities, a lot of things just kind of ripening here. Just kind of wait. Let's just see how this thing ripens out before I take the next step. That's what's going on. That's just like a waiting going on now here with this situation. Okay, so with that being the case, let's see what additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down. What additional information the Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information the Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information the Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information the Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards that I need to see. There we go. So Spirit's saying there's definitely some potential there. Okay? Definitely potential there. Potential for something meaningful, significant. There's definitely potential there. Okay? But center. Make sure you center yourself, you ground yourself. In other words, you know, take time to make sure that you're grounded, okay? Make sure that you take that you know where you are in your life, okay? Rather, you know, emotionally mainly, because this is because it's going to be it could potentially take a toll on your emotional health here, if things kind of go south. So make sure before you fully engage that you're in a good place. Excuse me. And finally here, there's definitely going to be a shift that's going to take place. You betcha. Oh yeah, there's definitely going to be a shift here with this potential situation here. It's going to definitely be a shift. So prepare yourself for that shift, because things are gonna, and this shift's going to be, things are going to kind of start. If all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed, all right, this thing's going to shift pretty fast. I feel like it's going to shift pretty fast, and the chemistry is just going to be like, it's going to be like, you're going to be sucked in. So that's why I said make sure that you're strapped in, you got yourself centered, because it's going to be a lot of unless a lot of built up passion, if you will. So things are going to get heavy quickly. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. If you guys haven't already, please like, please share, and absolutely subscribe. This is a general love reading. May not resonate with everyone, but if it does resonate with you and you want to know more about this particular situation, again, I'll leave a link below. And also, if this doesn't resonate with you, just take this parts that do resonate with you and dismiss the rest, okay? My name is Adonis. I love you guys, and I will absolutely see you next time. I promise in the next day or so. Bye-bye.